Hello, beautiful beings. This is Karina. Welcome to the October channel. And it's been a year since I've been actually doing the channel. I just want to thank you so much for all your support and your love and your notes that you send me. I truly appreciate it, and I'm so happy that these messages reach you every month. And so today for October, a lot of beautiful messages came through, and the higher self, your higher self, are one of those beautiful spirit guides that are coming through loud and clear for you this month, along with a sneak peek from our Pleiadian star brothers and sisters. And so this month for October, there were 3 or 4 themes that came through. But as always, I want to share. Every time I'm channeling, I get to experience and share what's coming through collectively for everybody, but it may be coming through differently for everybody. So many of us are moving into a higher consciousness right now. We're beginning to see things we've never seen before. As our awareness shifts into other dimensions, spiritual dimensions, so we're currently in a 3D, we're moving past 4D, 5D, 6D, and our, I'll call it super consciousness, is weaving itself together in this moment in space and time. And so our dreams, our waking dreams while we're awake, when we are sleeping, are really coming to life in this here and now. And so to share an example of that is I currently have been working with a past life that I knew has been there for a very long time for me, and I started getting more and more pieces of this. And as I start to receive information and channel that information, I'm starting to actually embody who I used to be in a different lifetime. And so we're bringing that innate wisdom, we're embodying who we were before, and we are remembering clearer and clearer those places we were before. So our dreams, waking dreams, our remembrance is all coming to life. Our higher consciousness dreams, I like to call them, not our ego dreams, but our higher consciousness dreams are becoming more vivid. There are dreams of remembering, glimpses of different timelines, places and beings we've been before. And when I say timelines, I believe it's still all happening at the same time, hence no time. Anyway, that's a different topic. Lately, my question has been shifting from who am I to where am I? And the moment I asked, where am I? As I move, and the moment I asked that, I moved into this higher state. I find myself dropped into different times and spaces and different lives that I often feel more real than this one. Lives where I had different parents, where I was taught by different teachers, where I had different skin, where my medicine was so true, which I know and I can feel today. And so as this higher consciousness starts to open up for all of us, and this will be coming in directly from your highest self, you'll start to have a longing to know more about those lives. And also sometimes a loneliness can arise. I will let you know that, but not a loneliness like I feel alone on this planet, just a loneliness of that lifetime. But don't worry, you can bring that information, that insight into this lifetime. In fact, it is asking you to integrate this within this lifetime. And please, as always, just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because I know a lot of us are on different timelines for our spiritual growth and our higher consciousness and our consciousness. So just know that wherever you are, it is beautiful. So do not worry. As a higher consciousness opens, we're going to start to feel a longing to know more about those lives. We're going to want to understand it more. And this is where your higher self can come in and play a really good part. And ask the question. You can close your eyes and say, take me to a different life that I lived. You may even have an indication or knowing within you. You may know something, you have no idea how you know it, a skill, the way you are, and that's coming from that lifetime. So when you ask, where am I? That is a different question than who am I? It takes you to a whole different level of consciousness. As I asked this question, a beautiful Pleiadian appeared, and they are here right now, very present for us. And she appeared over my shoulder, and she whispered, let me show you through your eyes, these eyes that I have today, the lives that you lived. So they're allowing us to really step into the lives that we lived before. And don't worry if you can't remember. Maybe your consciousness is just working through something else right now. But I'm just letting you know that collectively, we're all kind of waking up to these different timelines, these different lives. So in the moment that the Pleiadian kind of stepped over my right shoulder, I felt myself slip into an ancient version of me. It was as though she was looking through my eyes and I through hers. She showed me her wonder of nature, her teachings about movement. She just showed me so much information. And she said, close your eyes and just stand there. And so I did. And I literally felt like I was moving as her in this life. So there's some really amazing higher perspective and consciousness happening like none ever before. So let me get to the themes here. I just kind of wanted to set that up for you there to let you know what's going on. So one of the themes, higher consciousness, higher self-consciousness awakening. And I'll say super consciousness. Your higher self is beginning to share memories from other lifetimes. So this is quite cool. Embodiment. Do not bypass the body. Personally, I've never really been a body person. I've been more like, I'll say, in the ethers. But I've been shown that when I ask the question, where am I? I've been shown how the body holds the energetic cells, the higher self cells, and how it can bring visions and feelings and knowings of all different types of information. So our body, not just our human cells, but our energetic cells of our higher selves are now kind of opening up those higher DNAs and DNA activations that allow glimpses into our other lifetimes and just other information about how we can work through things that, we've been holding on to from a human perspective, right? From this body in this lifetime. Shows how we can release it very quickly. So listening to the impulses of your body is how this awakening is starting to unfold. And this is a big, huge awakening. And it is happening so quickly. This is one of the most profound, I'll say, medicines I've been working with for the last month. The next theme is emerging gifts and new medicine. Old tools or practices or medicine or things you've been working with spiritually may feel flat at the moment for you, but don't worry. That's just because something new is emerging with you. Like a little puzzle, little pieces are coming in and it's starting to form this, I know something new is coming out within me. I know that I'm going to be sharing something in a different way. Doesn't mean you're getting rid of kind of the way that the old practices and tools. If you channel, for example, you may be channeling differently. Something new wants to come through. So this is what I'm talking about. A quietness and kindness is still emerging. I can feel collectively that we are just not going to tolerate any more of unkindness towards each human being as a species. that this is not about battling other people, but it's really, I can feel this subtle undercurrent of kindness is the new currency. Kindness is the new currency. We are moving into a space of raising this human race to show that kindness is what is accepted, and that anything else is really not going to be tolerated much longer. I don't know what that means. I'm just sharing these messages that come through. So there's more information in the newsletter or the channel, of course, but October invites us to remember, embody, and emergence. The higher self is weaving your past, present, and future into a new whole, one where your ancient wisdom meets your current life in such a beautiful way. Like always, if you have any questions, please reach out. You can check out my website as well, as I have new offerings myself that has emerged. I call one the Way of Light. So really, if you want to really understand these past lives and these currents that are running through you and activating this new DNA, this soul DNA, this is one of the offerings that I have for you that I've been actually practicing on myself for the last 3 months. Along with some other clients that I've been working with. And it's just been really amazing to see even my own consciousness really get to a level that I thought I might have to be here for another 10 lifetimes. So feel free to check that out as always. And of course, initiation into your unique medicine is still there if you're on the verge of really wanting to understand your medicine better and start to work with it. And the new program called Channeled Immersion. This is a 4-week intensive channeling session where we channel your higher selves, where we activate the 12 strands of your spiritual DNA. It's a pretty cool offering as well. So feel free to check out my website or drop me a line. Let me know what you're going through and how you're feeling for the month of October. Have a blessed day.